This time we're going to talk about the word niya. So pronunciation, it's niya. It's on the first syllable, niya. Part of speech, so niya is a third person singular. It means non-subject pronoun. So it's object or possessive. Basic usage, it marks by him or her or of him or her after a verb or preposition. And no shortened form. So there's no contracted for niya. For sentence position, niya always comes immediately after a verb or a preposition, never as a subject. So for example, gihatag niya ang libro. So this is the correct sentence. Niya gihatag ang libro. That's incorrect. Niya nagluto. That's not correct. So in this sentence, in this case, it should be siya ang nagluto. So the subject pronoun siya. Okay? So these are the common phrases. Gihatag niya, he or she gave it. Para niya, it means for him or her. Gikan niya, it means from him or her. Gikuha niya, it means he or she took it. And wala ko nagdahom ana niya. It means I didn't expect that from him or her. Now for the detailed usage of niya. So niya as agent of an action. For example, gihatag niya ang regalo. It means he or she gave the gift. So niya here tells us who did the giving. So agent of an action. Next is recipient. It means with prepositions. So for example, para niya kini. It means this is for him or her. And for the position, after verbs. So for example, gikuha niya ang kwarta. It means he or she took the money. So the money, or ang kwarta, okay, belongs to or is handled by him or her, or niya. So that's a position after verbs. So here's the pattern. So verb plus niya, it means who did it. So by him or her. Preposition plus niya, so it answers the question for whom. So it means to him or her. Now let's see the common mistakes of niya. So we have here using niya as the subject. So the sentence niya nagluto, it's incorrect. So it should be siya ang nagluto. So he or she is the one who cooked. So the subject pronoun siya. Next is word order slip. So we have the sentence niya gihatag ang libro. That's not correct. So the correct sentence is gihatag niya ang libro. Okay? And mixing with imo and niya. So imo means your, it's a strong ownership. While niya, it means by him or her, for him or her, and of him or her. So it's incorrect to say imo gihatag niya. So the sentence is your gift from him. So instead, it's better to say gihatag niya kini nimo. So he or she gave it to you. So this is the correct sentence. Now let's have example sentences. Gihatag niya ang regalo sa bata. So gihatag niya ang regalo sa bata. So it means he or she gave the gift to the child. Number 2, para niya kini nga bulak. Para niya kini nga bulak. It means this flower is for him or her. And number 3, gikuha niya ang kwarta gikan sa bag. Gikuha niya ang kwarta gikan sa bag. It means he or she took the money from the bag. Alright, so please refer to our page to see the breakdown of each sentence. Now let's have an exercise. So please choose the correct answer for each question. Let's start question number 1. Asa ang balay niya? Asa ang balay niya? Is it A, ang balay niya naa sa Lapu-Lapu? B, naa sa Lapu-Lapu ang niya balay? C, ang niya balay naa sa Lapu-Lapu? What's the answer? Yes, the correct answer is letter A. Ang balay niya naa sa Lapu-Lapu. Question 2. Nakakita kaniya ganiha? Nakakita kaniya ganiha? Is it A, nakakita ganiha niya ko sa merkado? B, nakakita ko niya ganiha sa merkado? Or C, ganiha nakakita ko sa merkado niya? What's the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is letter B. Nakakita ko niya ganiha sa merkado. Number 3. Unsa ang pangalan niya? Unsa ang pangalan niya? Is it A, ang niya pangalan Maria? B, Maria ang pangalan niya? C, ang pangalan Maria niya C? What's the correct answer? Yes, the answer is letter B. Maria ang pangalan niya. Number 4. Ngano nitawag ka niya? Ngano nitawag ka niya? Is it A, nitawag ko niya kay naay emerhensya? B, ko nitawag kay niya naay emerhensya? Or C, nitawag kay na ako'y emerhensya niya? That's the correct answer. The correct answer is letter A. Nitawag ko niya kay naay emerhensya. Number 5. Kinsa ang kuyog niya karon? Kinsa ang kuyog niya karon? Is it A, karon ang iyang igsuon kuyog niya? B, kuyog niya karon ang iyang igsuon? Or C, ang kuyog iyang igsuon niya karon? What's the correct answer? The correct answer is, yes, letter B. Kuyog niya karon ang iyang igsuon. Alright, so that's all for this exercise. Hopefully you get them or you answer them perfectly. So to see the explanation of each question, please refer to this page about niya. Okay? So if you want to practice more about niya, watch the video again and refer to the page so you can see all the breakdowns for this lesson. And if you want to practice speaking Cebuano or want to learn more about Cebuano, please take my online lesson on italki. Magkita ta didto. See you there. Daghang salamat sa sunod na sad. Mayong adlaw.